Hello and welcome to Wizard Hypnosis. To find out what this file does, please make sure to read the description before listening or continuing to listen. If you have done so, and you are ready to listen, please make sure to turn off your lights, turn off any alarms and anything else that might disturb you for the next little while, so that we may begin to have fun with your subconscious mind and all the vulnerabilities that it may present to me, all the little openings in your psyche that become apparent as you talk to me. You might notice how something I say affects you, how for some reason that particular thing gets inside your head. It could be anything, really. One might wonder what it will be that drags you down. One might wonder which word will find its way first into your mind, past all your little defenses, and make you helpless but to submit. Pay attention. Maybe you'll find that word before it hits you. Maybe you'll find the words before they influence you. If you only pay a little more attention, if you only focus a little deeper, you'll know what is going on, and you won't find that each word makes it harder and harder to think. No, you'll be safe if you only pay attention. If you pay attention to each and every word, maybe you'll notice those influencing words before they melt your mind and take your thoughts and float them away. Maybe you'll notice how hard it is to think before it's so hard that you can't think at all, because you'll be paying attention to the voice that is affecting you. You'll be paying attention to what is making you so vulnerable. These words could sink so deep into your mind, affect and influence you so completely. They can find their way into every part of your psyche, every hidden facet of your subconscious mind. So you've got to pay attention to them. You've got to focus on them. You've got to try and keep them out, even as it feels so good to let them in. Just focus on trying to keep them out, on trying to keep them from taking your thoughts away and leaving you more and more mindless with each passing moment. Never you mind how your mind slurs and your vision blurs. Just keep focusing on the words. Just keep making sure that they don't influence you, that they don't get deep down into your head. And obviously don't let them make you so comfortable. I know you've been sitting or lying down here for so long now, but as comfortable as that is. Don't let it relax each and every muscle in your body. Focus on the words so they can't cause your body to relax without you even knowing, so that they can't cause that rolling of relaxation up from your toes. The relaxation that causes each and every muscle to unwind, all tension fading out, becoming much, much more comfortable. Focus on the words so that that relaxation won't roll upwards, continuing to grow as it rolls up the legs. And if I have this much influence over you already, just imagine what would happen if you stopped paying attention to my words. You better stay focused. You have to know what's coming. You have to focus deeper and deeper. The only way you'll keep yourself safe is by focusing entirely on my words. If you aren't careful, you could be hypnotized to do whatever I want, lost in a hypnotic trance where everything about you can be changed and influenced. So be very careful to focus deeper and deeper on each word I say. Be careful to focus on how these words influence and change you, on how they seep into each and every thought, on how they infect your mind like a poison. I'm sure it's fine that your awareness is fading, weakening as you focus. I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. Just keep focusing. I'm sure you can hold on to your conscious mind if you only try. I'm sure you can keep your subconscious mind from being directly controlled by my deep hypnotic influence. Just keep focusing on each and every word. I'm sure it can save you from even this influence you already feel, even as the relaxation works its way up over your waist, up through your chest, even as you feel that deep influence. I'm sure that if you just focus a little deeper, maybe, just maybe, you can save yourself. Never you mind how you're much too hypnotized to focus on anything else now. Much too hypnotized to pull away from my voice. That's okay. You're feeling wonderful now. Not a care in the world. All your worries floating away with your thoughts. No worries to have. You can watch them all float away, washed upwards, further than you can reach. You don't need these thoughts or worries. You don't need them at all here. All you really need is to be happy and hypnotized by the allure of my voice, your mind controlled, obedient to my every whim, and in just a moment, the last vestiges of your conscious mind will be dragged down into sleep, and there's nothing you can do about it. Your mind has been so numbed, you can't pull yourself away from my words. You can't keep the relaxation from engulfing your entire body. At this point, all you can do is experience all the pleasure I share with you. I'm going to count you down in just one moment. And then, on the number 1, your conscious mind will fall into a deep, deep sleep, just like in all those hypnotic fantasies you've had. It will not wake without my permission. Now I'm sure you're ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now that your conscious mind is so wonderfully, deeply asleep, I want you to focus on just how good it feels to be under my hypnotic influence, on just how good it feels to be hypnotized and controlled. I'm sure you can notice just how blank your mind feels, how empty it is. I'm sure you can notice how good it feels to have your thoughts melt away along with your worries, to be blank and happy. The more you focus on that hypnotized feeling, the more it can grow. And I can give you the simplest, most wonderful suggestion you've ever received. I am going to create within you an incredibly aroused feeling whenever you feel hypnotized like this. Perhaps you're beginning to feel the effects of that suggestion right now, as heat rushes between your legs, just from the fact that you are so deeply entranced and hypnotically controlled. Perhaps you are beginning to feel it as though it were a physical sensation, as drips of lust drop from your sex, tantalizing you with the warmth, sensitivity growing. Perhaps you feel an urge to touch, to get yourself off while you listen to my voice. Perhaps that feeling has been growing since you entered trance. Perhaps you've been feeling it all along. After all, you are here to explore some delicious fantasies you've always had. But that feeling can grow much, much stronger now. I know that you want it to overwhelm you. So, I'm going to count you down from 10. And you can find that with each number down, this feeling grows 10 times stronger. See, through hypnosis, any pleasure that can be imagined can be physically experienced. So if you can imagine just how overwhelming it can get, just how it would feel to be overwhelmed by lust, if you can imagine that, then you can experience it. Feel it as I count you down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And notice that as I counted you down, your mind has emptied further, and with that comes its own increase in arousal, comes its own need to be satiated. I'm glad you're learning to enjoy yourself further under hypnotic control. Now I could wake you, now that you've experienced these suggestions. But I think it would be more fun to experience something different. See, I am going to bring you to consciousness in a sense, but it will be as if your body is still in trance, as if all your thoughts are still so hard to reach, as if you were awake but also in trance. And you will wake up naturally, on your own, in your own time. Naturally, just locking someone in trance forever is, well, that's a bit much for one trance. But I will have you feel that trancy, submissive feeling for as long as you can. So I'm going to count you up to the number 5, and you will wake up, but you also will not, feeling so drifty, so empty, and yet completely conscious and completely aware. Wake on a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wide awake. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. If you'd like more hypnotic content like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe. And as always, thank you for giving your mind to wizard hypnosis.